Peace, light, love, and liberations to you all. Welcome to Real Talk with Kasim. First and foremost, we'd like to thank the Creator for allowing and blessing us with this special gift, the pleasure, the honor, this gift called life. With that being said, I want to open up and I want to give the Lee family our condolences here at Real Talk with Kasim for they lost a loved one today, and we want to give our sincere condolences. But yesterday, lost a loved one. We want to give our sincere condolences and let the family know that you are in our prayers. And here at Real Talk with Kasim, we uphold you all in love. With that being said, today is important because we got a brother from Passaic that's in the industry, the music industry. You know, the brother's doing big things. The brother's home now. The brother is home now, and we applaud the brother. We applaud the brother for making it through. And he's here. The brother's here with us now. He's here with us now. Peace and blessings to the Queen, Donna Spinelli. Peace and blessings to the King, Brother David Dern. Peace, blessings, beloved. So we're going to let you know we got before us. We got our man. We got our brother. He home now. You know what I mean? He's doing big things in the music industry, representing that 973, that Passaic real hard. And I want to bring the brother up today. And let's hear from the brother of his trials and tribulations and what did he have to do to get this far where he's made it. So without further ado, I want you to help me bring to the platform, bring to the stage our brother, your brother, the King, Staii Winnin. Peace and blessings, beloved.
What's going on? What's up, yo? Hello? What's going on? It's your boy Staii Winnin. What's going on?
Hey, everything wavy, hey, stay.
Yeah, you already know. How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, everything going accordingly, brother.
Yes. It's a blessing.
Always a blessing. Look, we're gonna get straight to it before these technical difficulties happen because the sound is already out in the system. We ain't worrying about none of that because we got you.
Yes.
With that being said, brother, Staii. Start straight off the rip. What got you into this? We're not gonna talk about who you doing songs with. That's gonna come on later. But first question I want to ask you is what built you, motivated you to get into this thing called hip hop, this rap thing, this MCing thing? What got you to this point? Like, where did it come from?
It came from trials and tribulations and just pain, learning how to express myself through music. I mean, and just going through stuff and finding a way, a outlet, how to express myself in that way I was feeling at the time. I mean, I started writing music seriously in prison. I found my gift in prison.
And I'm glad you touched on that because you talk about you found the young King said he found his he started writing music in prison. Now, what got you to that point of prison?
What got me to that point? I was lost at the time. I was going through something. I just lost my mother, and I ain't have no respect for life. I was dealing with my mother's death in ways that a lot of people could relate, and I took it as I was acting out, basically. I mean, and I was dealing with a lot of pain, and I wound up in jail, and that's when I found my gift on the grace of God. So it was like a nightmare that brought me to my dream. That's how I put it. Because my mother was all I had. I ain't meet my father till later on in my life. When I met my father, I was already like 12, 13. I mean, I was a teenager. The situation with my father, if you familiar with Passaic, my mother thought Stacy Mazzone, was my biological father, but he wasn't. He's still like a father to me, but that's my sister father for a long time until, we took a DNA test and it wasn't. And, my biological father, I met him when I was like 12. I lost my mother at 16.
Right. Now, that's deep that you even got on that right now. Let me let everybody know in the comments. Welcome to Real Talk with Kasim. Everybody in the comments, those who are viewing right now, could let us know in the comments. Do you hear us and do you hear us loud and clear?
Yeah, I want to express myself. I want people to be familiar with who I am because I see a lot of people in our city. They like judging me, and they don't know me as a person. And I'm the most humblest dude. Nobody's perfect. I got my flaws, but I see a lot of people look at me and they just automatically think something, and they don't never come talk to me. I mean, and 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 that's not who I am. I give somebody a shirt off my back right now. I mean,
So let me ask you this, beloved. Who is Staii Winnin?
Staii Winnin is the underdog. Staii Winnin is somebody that makes something out of nothing. Staii Winnin is you, the average motherfucker that goes through everyday life. Staii Winnin is the statistic that just keep breaking the barrels. You know what I mean? And nobody can understand because the power of God is not to be underestimated in no circumstances.
Yo, beloved, it's crazy you say that because often you don't hear what is deemed nowadays as being called rappers. Back in my day, we was called MCs, right? So now they changed the terminology or the titles, but it's the same thing, right? In a sense, right? So let me ask this. Let me say this. Normally you don't hear of rappers talking about God because nowadays they displaying this image of rappers is so hard that they don't have that connection. You understand what I'm saying?
Everybody got the connection. It's just what you do with it. Everybody got the connection. It's just what you do with it, how you take it. Everybody's connected. Some people hide it, some people show it, some people refuse it, disregard it, go the other way, but we all got the connection. Man, it's just an image. A lot of rappers, and you're dealing with these major labels, they have to put on an image, and they get in trouble if they don't. So a lot of that got a lot to do with it. When you're dealing with the music industry, the labels have a lot of pull, and they want you to be a certain type of way. A lot of shit is fictional. A lot of shit is rehearsed. Like this live, but a lot of shit is like, all right, we gonna record it before and then put it out, then edit it. That's what goes on to make sure people don't say nothing they ain't supposed to say. You get what I'm saying?
No question. Brother, the King Chris Mitchell said, stay true to you. The Queen Donna Spinelli said, you are a great person to me and very respectable young man. And then you got Brother Jaheem J. Patterson, whose name is Jaheem. He said, what up, Staii? This Jaheem, you sent me your CD. Can I speak to Benjamin, Jacksonville, Florida? You know what I mean? He calling, tuning in all the way from Florida. You got the King J. My bro said, peace, King, peace, beloved. Now, hey, Staii. What was the first song that you've done?
My first recorded song, it's crazy because I don't have the song, but I recorded my first song in Patterson, New Jersey. It was called "Trickin' Ain't Easy" by Staii Winnin. And it was fire. It was fire. Like, God-given talent, you could tell it's usually there from the rip, So that being said, I was rapping, but I never got in the studio. Everybody was like, yo, you gotta get in the studio. The talent was there from the door. You usually could tell. It's like, but once you put hard work and talented people together, because usually the people that got God-given talent don't take it serious. That be the people with the God-given talent. And usually the people that really don't really got it, they work hard. And hard work pays off. You could get it, you could get it good. You could get it good. But God-given talent and hard work makes you a superstar.
Right, right. And that's crazy you say that because it's like you said, the people who have the God given talent be lackadaisical. Like they don't put the hard work in because they feel like it's already a gift and a blessing, so it's easy for them. But those who don't more or less fight for the talent to curb their talent, they work the hardest for it.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
say, if you
yeah.
consistent, it pays off. Now, Stay,
Right.
you talked about your mom's passing away or making that transition when you were 16. How did you feel losing your moms at such a young age, brother?
It was the end of the world to me. Everything ended. You know, I wasn't always in the streets. I was a schoolboy. I was an athlete. I wanted to play baseball. I was very good in baseball and football. You know, I was an athlete, and my mother was on my ass. My mother is a legend from Passaic. You know, my mother's tough. You know, so that's all I knew my whole life was my mother. I used to ask my mother, "Who, who's my father?" I never met my father. He was in jail for a long time. She said, "I'm your father and your mother." You know what I mean? So it was like that. So for a long time, you know, that's all I knew. And when that happened, that was the end of the world. You know, and it messed me up pretty bad. But I found the blessing in that. And I feel like she got part of that. I mean, she plays her part in what I became. Because time after time when I do mess up, it's like I get second chances.
Mm,
By the grace of God. It's
right,
unexplainable.
right,
God work in mysterious ways.
brother. We got the king, brother. David Durham asked us a question. He said, "Soldier, what would you tell your younger self to prepare him for his life until now if you had a chance to go back and speak to him?" So what would you, if you had a chance to go back and speak to your younger self as you being the person you are right now and the things that you've been through, what would you tell your younger self?
Mm. I think, you know, first thing I just let him know that he got somebody because I I love him more than anything. And you know, that's what was missing. You know, when you got a mother and that's one person that's always gonna love you no matter what. You know, unconditionally. Unconditionally. And you know, my mother passed away, so I ain't have a grandmother. You know, so that unconditional love, somebody's gonna go all out for you. I was missing that. And I used to look in that in people and I used to get let down. So
Mm,
I think that had a lot to do with I was missing love and I felt like, you know that, but I found that in God. So I tell him before I had to go through all that to find that in God, the answer is in God. Facts.
mm, mm. Now, I salute you for that, beloved. Salute you for that, beloved. You said you were 12, 13. You're a teenager, 13 and old as a teenager when you came in contact with who your pops is, because for your younger years, you thought it was another individual. First, let's tell the people who don't know, because you got to be in my age bracket for those who know your moms. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
uh, who was your mom? Not who was your mom. Who is your mom's?
Tiny. Tiny. Dr. Tanya Johnson. She was
That's
born and
tiny.
raised.
So if y'all listen, that's tiny baby, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, she was born
Tiny.
in State, New Jersey. Let me tell you a little bit about my mother. My mother was a fighter. She ran track in high school. She was a orphan child. You know, her mother passed away when she was 13. You know, so she lived in a foster home. I mean, my mother had me at 18. She had my sister at 16. She has a sister named Lena. She was a year younger than my mother. She had a baby when she was 14. Um, and they lived in a foster home, but they was born and raised in New Jersey. My mother, you know, she changed her life around. She was in the streets. She stripped. She got high. She changed her life. She left for sake. She went to college. She got 4 college degrees. She became a minister and Christian. and she got her doctorates, but she had died from AIDS, you know. So that being said, if my mother could change her life, I know I can. You
You
get what
better
I'm saying?
believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. Now you spoke about your give your brother and give your brother and sister shout outs. What's your brother? Who your brother?
My brother is Rockman. Um, my little brother is Rockman. That's Jim's son. He a Hill. He laid it to Raheem Hill and them. Um, yeah. So
Your sister, your
my
sister.
little brother, I love him to death. He kind of crazy, but I love him to death. Um, my sister, I got two sisters, one older than me. Rest in peace to my sister, Stacy, aka Boobala. She passed away like 2 years ago. Um, while I was incarcerated. That took a toll on me too.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Um, then I have a little sister. Her name Jada. That's my mother's daughter too. She lives in New York. She's very talented. You know, she's more like an opera singer. She could blow. I mean, she been on Fox 5, American Got Talent. You know, my mother was good a musician. She was a singer, so I guess we got her gift. But
That's what it is.
yeah,
Now, bringing everyone up to speed. For those who are just tuning in to Real Talk with Kasim, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have before us, we have Passaic legend, the king, who putting Passaic on a map. We have other individuals as well putting Passaic on a map. This brother right here has made it with. We're gonna talk about who he just put on his Facebook a little snippet that he gave us with a known rapper who just was always. Matter of fact, that dude is one of the top five, like he says, top five dead lie. But before we get into that, stale.
yeah.
After you made this, you talked about earlier about your moms, your pops, your family, things of that nature. Beloved. Peace, Young. We got Young checking in. Jay Williams, peace and blessings, beloved, to you as well. Oh, that's my man, Young. That's Young. Um, Beloved, what is it now that keeps you going? Out of all that you've been through, what right now keeps you going?
Um, it's just something in me that knows in life you got to know your purpose. A lot of people lost and they just live day to day without no purpose. You know, when you learn your purpose in life, that give you direction. A lot of people, I think it's happening a lot of violence and a lot of stupidities these days because nobody knows their purpose. It's just you walk around like a zombie, and you just doing whatever. When you have a purpose, you walk in a direction. And my purpose is music. And that's what keep me going because I know what I'm here for. And if I was died today, I did my job. I'm satisfied.
Mm.
I can't say I did made millions of records or so or made millions of dollars, but I feel like I'm going in the right direction that God want me to go. And that's what give me the
Yeah,
the
it makes
the
sense. Come
the
on.
confidence and to go this way. You get what I'm saying? That's what keep me going.
That's peace. Peace and
Yeah.
blessings to King Marcus Musa Vincent as well. Wesley Hodges says keep moving forward. I mean, West said keep moving forward. And brother Marcus Musa Vincent says peace, King. Peace to you as well, beloved. Um, Now we're gonna talk about this coming from the music aspect. Who are some producers who you have been working with during your time up from then
Uh,
to now?
my number one guy is Trevor Clark.
Give Trev Clark a
Yeah,
shout out.
yeah. He's the legend. He's the GOAT from Passaic. A lot of people, I don't know if you know about him, but he's the guy. He's the man. You know what I mean? He's my man. He was there for me for day one, taking my music to the next level, taking that step, going professional, radio. Trev basically took me under his wing
Mm.
with the music, and he's my producer. My other producer is Malik Diliels Johnson. I mean, that's my cousin. You know, he's a great producer. He's been there too. Then you got Black from Passaic. He's another producer. Um, he's great. I mean, so I deal with a few guys. Every now and then, I like mixing it up because when you mix producers, you got different sounds.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't really like stand with like keeping myself close to people, but I like switching it up to get different sounds.
Right. Right. Now, you've just recently, because you've just coming home, welcome home, brother. I just said that from the beginning while I said in the intro, but welcome home. And also, whenever we give Trevor a shout out, I always love to give Wesley Hodges a shout out too. Trevor and Wet ran back to back. You know what I mean? With them two hardcore brothers. But let me ask you this, beloved. You just did a song before on your transition before you came home. You did a song with this guy. This guy happened to be part of what they call the Locks.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this individual happened to also recently, they did a versus battle against Dipset.
Yeah.
So you had two of the hardest hip hop groups come out and do these verses. And this one particular guy, since the verses has shot astronomically, his stock went up in a sense.
Yeah. Right now,
he's
the number one book artist. Right
Go ahead,
now,
say that again, brother.
He's a number one book artist in America.
Right. And his name is who? Who is that brother?
Top 5 dead or alive, Jadakiss.
Jadakiss. That's right. The brother did a joint with Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Now, everybody do not get an opportunity for those. There's a whole bunch of folk that's into this industry who would love not just to be able to have a song with him, but just to be able to shake his hand and say, peace to the brother. You had an opportunity amongst thousands, hundreds of thousands to be blessed with the opportunity, brother, to be able to create a song with Jadakiss. How did that feel? How did that come about? If you make me ask it. I know you can't get too technical on how it came about because that's secretive because that's the connect of how your way came. So, but how did that happen, brother?
Honestly, I want to know the same thing. You know, like I said, God worked in mysterious ways. And you know, I feel like truthfully, I asked him what made him choose me. And he told me, he said, I see a little you in myself. I see that. I got a little bit of that Jada in me. We might not sound the same, but if you think about what I just told you, where I came from, my struggle, my pain, and how I just keep bouncing back, he could only respect it. And he looked at it like, damn, this guy, like, he's a fighter, he's a trooper. And he told me this. He said, yo, it's going to come a time what I'm doing for you, you're going to have to do for somebody else. He said, yo, stay. He said, yo, all you got to do is keep your foot on the gas. You got the talent. You got everything you need. And it's just somebody that believed in you. That's all it takes. Somebody to see something in you. That's there. That's already there. And you know, that's all it was.
And so from that point on, it was already work, but now it's super work. Super work. And you just come home with super work. Now, brother, while I go in the background, because I'm going to go in the background, I'm going to do a share thing and I'm going to pull up a video. And I hope it works because sometimes we be having technical difficulties, as everybody knows, with this Wi-Fi, and we're still working with it with the cable company. They had us paying for some 1 gig Wi-Fi, and we ain't getting 1 gig. But I want you to tell the individuals who out there who are on their way up, who want to tap into some young kings and queens, who want to tap into this hip hop thing, this music industry. I want you to get them some insight from your perspective of the industry, what do they have to do as far as whatever it is you say? And I'm going to put up your video. But in the meantime, can you tell one of these young brothers and sisters what it is to do to get themselves in the position to be filled with the passion and energy that you have, brother?
Yeah. Don't be scared to spread your wings. Don't be scared to be different. You don't have to be a follower. If you follow, what makes you different? If I was a follower, if I sounded like everybody else, how would I get chosen? Don't be scared to be you. Express yourself. Tell your story. You know, nobody can steal your story. Your story is your story. Express yourself. We all got something in ourselves that's different from everybody else. That's how God made us. Everybody unique in their own way, you know. But when you try to follow, you just putting yourself in a box, you know. Just be you and have faith, and it'll work out for you. Hello?
Hello? Beloved, you recently come in contact with this beauty, not recently, pardon me for saying I using that word recently. There's this queen, brother, who I know that you got on your side, this powerful queen that right there with you by your side, man, that go through the ups and downs with you, brother. That queen, what do you say to that queen, brother? Because they say that every strong man is a strong queen. You know what I mean? And that queen ride with you.
Yeah.
I say to that queen, beloved.
What? I love her to death. You know, like I told you before earlier, I was always looking for that unconditional love in people. And she the first person as a female that I dealt with as an adult, you know, on an adult level as a female. Because I got brothers that ride with me to the end as yourself. Because you was here the whole step of the way. And, you know, as a female, she's the first one that never let me down.
Right.
Like God sent me an angel, you know, nobody's perfect. But, you know, she's perfect for me. I mean, and that's all that counts. She's make me happy. She rolled with me when I fell all the way down and then everybody left. She was there. She didn't miss a beat, you know. And sometimes I ask her why, but she just loved me for who I am. Right now, if they took everything from me, which they did already, she still stayed down. What more can you ask for?
We salute that queen, man.
I salute her. I salute her.
I salute her. Tell her
I appreciate her.
No, tell her I salute her. You already know what it is.
I appreciate her.
I like to give the roses while we still alive. You know what I mean? So to that queen sister, man, I salute you for being there. You know what I mean? It was rough and hard times, but you stayed there, sister. So we want to let you know that does not go unrecognized. So we appreciate
you know, like there's a lot of chicks out here nowadays. Like everybody just marrying these girls for the wrong reasons. Chicks like that deserve the rings. She deserve a ring.
Fuck this nigga up, man. Hope he got these niggas, man. For real, man. Hey, this shit
Staii, hey, Staii, listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into something, man, that I want to say. I want to show everybody. I want to show people this, brother, because you know we are part that hat TW. That's Team Winning. You know what I mean? And oh wait a minute, we got on. There she go. We got Kyra Kitchen says, "I love you too, baby, always." And I bet you she's smiling with that big smile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then we got Tariq. Peace and blessings, King. Team Winning, he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The King Keith Dennis says, "Hello, can I speak to Mr. Benjamins?"
It's good.
You know what I mean? But Staii, let me do this real quick, bro. Let me go ahead. Let me do this, beloved. Let me do this.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. What's up? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna fuck his ass up when I see him. All right, hold on a second. Let me call his friend.
Got the exclusive right here. We got Staii Winnin in the building.
What is you doing on this corner? I've been looking for your ass all over the place. What the hell you doing on this corner? You know what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna end up? You know where you gonna end up? Huh?
Staii Winnin. My mama told. That's my mama told. My mama told. That's my mama told. My mama told. That's my mama told. Mama told. That's my mama told me. My mama told me this man world survival of the fittest. Anything you want, life got God, then go get it. My mama told me don't start shit, but she ain't raising no bitches. Somebody put their hands on that, make sure it get finished. My mama told me no matter what, put your hands on no chick. If you gotta touch her, then you don't need to be with her. My mama told me that break your heart, nigga, try to take your spirit. Better find yourself a queen, don't be out chasing no chickens. My mama told me most important things like God, family, and health. You ain't gonna be right, baby, if you don't love yourself. My mama told me you ain't down now, nigga, all you got is your word. Don't be talking, just be talking, run your mouth like no bird. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. Mama told, that's my mama told me. My mama told me stop believing people, I take shit to the heart. Everybody ain't got it all, they leave ass in the dark. My mama told me respect my elder, I better watch my mouth. She brought me in this world, she be wanting to take me out. You disrespect my mama, straight to your house. Put you dead in your shit, mama said knock you out. My mama said she ain't tell me this man just because I'm a son. Got the heart and the potential to be anything I want. My mama said no me fucking anything, I'm on your dick. Do something with yourself. Don't be out selling no bricks. Cause once upon a time, your mama's on that shit. Getting high off that crack, that's the reason couldn't pay rent. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. Mama told, that's my mama told me. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. My mama told, that's my mama told. Mama told, that's my mama told me.
If y'all just tuning in, we got Staii Winnin in the building with us. We got Staii Winnin in the building with us.
Yeah.
We got Staii Winnin in the building with us. That's Mr. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Hello.
Now, brother, before we go into another joint, we want to tell you this, beloved. What inspired that particular song? Out of all your joints, I don't care. I keep it 1,000. Everybody like what they like, but that's my favorite joint. You know this. My mama told me. That's my mama told me. Now, I mean, if you're a black man in America, there's no way possible you can identify with this song, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know.
Especially, I'm speaking for my age group. So let me say this. If you 45 and up, you definitely know what it is. Not saying that the younger ones above that don't, but I'm talking about that's what our mama used to. That's their lingo. You know what I mean? I used to be the same. My mama told me.
Yeah.
Hey, what inspired that, brother?
Like, it's crazy because, us as the black generation, our fathers, we don't really get raised by our fathers because, I didn't understand that growing up. Now that I'm a black man, I can understand why fathers be missing from their child's life, and they get judged for that, and it's not fair to really judge your father for being there, not being there, a lot of times because we got the short end of the stick from the rip, So, as a black man and thinking when I was young, I looked at it different. You get what I'm saying? Like that I didn't have a father growing up. You get what I'm saying? But we get raised by black women. You get what I'm saying? And that being said, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because everything my mother told me, I still remember to this day, and that's the woman that raised me. That's the woman that taught me everything I know. You get what I'm saying? And she schooled me. And, I needed the song. I wanted to make a mother song for, strong women, black women, that's raising kids. They single mothers, and, there's a lot of them. And I think in our culture, we got the most single mothers. You get what I'm saying? So, I want to do something for them, something different. I ain't wanted to really be sad, but I gave my story of my mother, you know, and I bigged them up a little bit.
Brother, that's my cousin Ricardo Washington, my cousin. That's what got me in the gym. He said, I got my hoodie. I had to go to the gym today. The brother says, yes, definitely remember Tiny. Great queen right there.
Yeah.
Then brother, we got brother Keith Dennis, bro down in Georgia. Peace and blessings, beloved. He says exactly. Then we got TK Bout It. TK Bout It is right here. That's Tashana Kennedy. Peace and blessings, queen. How you feeling, beloved? That's TK Bout It right there. She also says, she said, yeah, bro. Then she says, respect and Tiny was gangster. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, peace and blessings, Ty. That's TK Bout It right there. So we getting ready to go into our next joint. Everybody bear with us.
Niggas better keep my name out their mouth. Take my name out of the say what you want. Fuck what? BBS is in my chain. You can't tell me chill. Pull up to the world, that's just how I feel. That was what we all on pills. Let a nigga act up. It gon' get real. I've been real all my life, but my little bitch crip. Got the whole city man mad that I'm lit. That indirect talk, how you dead in the stick. Keep my name out your mouth, fuck, shoot you in your shit. What? Talking shit, yeah, I heard it. Nobody ain't tell him that he get murdered. Hell no, we ain't homies. You never been friends. You ain't banging when I'm banging. That nigga ain't turned. This one's block up. I'm about to do that shit again. Only when you want it, we can bang it out back. Got the doors off the windows with the heels out. What? Bring that beat to your step. That's your mama house. It gon' when we air out. And if this bitch was a dime, I'll fuck this nigga bitch. That ugly ass hoe, some bitch ain't worth shit. If I stick some wood in her eye, disrespect my dick. What? DDS in my chain, you can't tell me chill. Pull up to the world, blow that shit is how I feel. That was working, we all on pills, let a nigga act up. It gon' get real. I've been real all my life, for my little bitch crip. Got the whole city man mad that I'm lit. That indirect talk, how you dead in the stick. Keep my name out of my fuck, shoot you in your shit. What? Get him, get him, get him, what? Get him, get him, get him, what?
Who want what? You just gotta show them to me now. Guaranteed before the day is over, he down. Arsenal firearms, a whole lot of them. 6 feet digging in dirt, it's so loud of them. God is kinda upset, that we're proud of them. Niggas only get away with what you allow with them. Exit wounds, hope that you never stop bleeding. Funerals balance shit out when it's uneven. Sucker niggas always live for some reason. Millions on uncut dope for one season. Yeah, we ain't have too much luck. All I'm trying to ask niggas is who want what? Yeah. Get who want what? Get who want what? Get who want what? Get
Beloved. When you was able to drop that joint right there, that was one of your major accomplishments. Tell us about it, brother.
Yeah. That was you know, everybody say they get that moment in life, like everything just like that night was just like for me it was like a dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because, they say you you realize what you've been through, and you can see your life flash in front of you in a moment. You know, that's one of the moments where I never forget for the rest of my life, no matter what. You know, because Jadakiss is somebody. When I was little, I'm only 30. I listened to, I watched him, I know his songs. He's a star to me, you know, and I realized when your peers and the people you working with becomes the same people you listen to growing up and you looked up to, that's how you know you made it somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Like if I was playing ball right now and then LeBron James was my teammate, I watched LeBron since I was young. You get what I'm saying? And imagine me being teammates with him on the Lakers right now. You know, that's what's going on right now for the youth. You know, these kids getting to play with icons they watched growing up, and they on the same court as them. You know, so that's what it was like. You get what I'm saying?
No question. Now,
but
brother,
you also can't get caught up in that too much, because you got to know if God made you to do something, that's what you made to do. No matter who you're around, no matter if I was making a song with Michael Jackson, you get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna look at him no different. You get what I'm saying? Let's make this fire, and then we can talk. You get what I'm saying?
That's what it do. You know what I mean? Now, beloved, we are on our way out of Real Talk with Kasim. TK by the ballot said, Kaz, hi. I just realized that was you. Oh, all right. But listen, on our way out, brother, I want to play a joint that you did 6 years ago. 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Hello?
6 years ago. Let me put it on right now on our way out. Staii Winnin. Yeah, Real Talk with Kasim.
Chino, what's up?
What? Yeah.
The trap booming today, yo. How to tell her. Chino, let me get our own script, bro.
Yeah, chinos on it.
Mm-hmm.
You got Lucy? Get some Lucy, man. Let me get $1 Lucy. Yeah. Okay. That's my man right there. That's my man. Say hello. Trap booming. Trap booming. Music video. Yeah. That's my man. Yo, let's go up, yo. This is my people right there. Yo, trap booming, right? The trap booming, right? Hello?
Hello?
Let me speak to who?
Benjamin!
Benjamin who?
Benjamin!
I'm 35 and old, track record never took a loss, so being me will never be the case. I practice on my flows, yeah, it ain't much I don't know. I'm always ahead of the game. The trap booming, the trap booming, trap booming, the trap booming, trap booming, the trap booming, trap booming, the trap booming. We money, bill money, coke money, rap money, dope money. Got a bad bitch, whole pack for me. Got a low woman, shoot the gap for me. What? Trap booming, the crack money movement. First of the month, everybody tune in. Tyler Perry on the block, I got the moves. I'm a young nigga living on stack money. No big coupe or trap money. Bitches on the strip, they make it clap for me. They on such an every day, hold a bath for me. Hitting on my phone like what a Molly said. Trap booming, hurry up, I need that. They ain't got the bread, shorty got the wet bread. In the mood court, see I pick the kid that. In my trap, my niggas got the boom back. In your hood, I heard your niggas stressed out. Take a trip to Mexico and bring a big bag. Baba Shah, I be wild with the movement. Yeah, we got it for the low trap booming. The trap booming, the trap booming. 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 We money, bill money, gold money. Rap money, dope money. Got a bad bitch, whole pack for me. Got a low woman, shoot the cat for me. What? Gotta get it early in the morning. Trap booming, the dope
money to the knot, push 100 grams. I ain't talking about weight, I'm talking hand to hand. And once I'm done, it's back to the frying pan. They ask me where I'm from, I tell them Pakistan. The trap boom, man, the trap boom, man. 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 Weed money, bill money, gold money. Rap money, dope money. Got a bad bitch, hold back for me. Got a little homies, shoot the cat for me.
35 and old, track back and never took a loss. So being me will never be the case. I practice on my clothes, yeah, it ain't much, I don't know. I'm always ahead of the game.
The trap boom, man, the trap boom, man. 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 Weed money, bill money, gold money, rap money, dope money. Bad bitch, hold back for me. Got a little homies, shoot the cat for me. Boy.
Trap booming, trap booming. Yeah. For those who just tuned in and welcome to Real Talk with Kasim, we have before us, we have the young phenomenon for 6, Staii Winnin. Brother, we had the other brother, we had Kiyamo Malk. It's my cousin. Says, my guy. Hashtag for Staii Winnin. Know what I mean? That's from Kaimo, beloved. Now, hey, Staii.
Yeah.
On our way out, what is that you would like to say to everyone who took the time out to listen to tonight's platform? What would you like to say on your way out to everyone? And let us know what you're working on, what you got coming up, brother.
Well, you know, I got a new album coming out. You know, it might feature some stars, you know, but it's called Change. You know, I named it that because in life, sometimes, you know, you gotta change to become and to get where you at and become that person you're supposed to be in life. You get what I'm saying? So that's what happened to me. For order to me to get where I'm supposed to be at, I have to change my ways, the people, places, and things, my reactions, you know, the situations, the way I am. I had to change that, you know, and that's why change is part of life. And the moment you get that, and the moment you understand that, you'll be better off. So, you know, my new album is called Change, and that's going to be big. You know, I think that right there is going to get me to the next level. As far as my message to everybody right now is, you know, there's a lot going on in this world, and there's a lot happening. You know, so just appreciate every day because we don't know when it's going to end. Just love the people, you know, and appreciate your family, you know, and waking up to your kids every day, because you know it's situations like today and yesterday. You know, we lost somebody in our city. Nobody never know what the next person going through, because we living in a time of day that, you know, a lot of people judge you just for anything. You get what I'm saying? Any little thing. Social media, they hop up there, they talk about you. So people be scared to tell people what's going on. You get what I'm saying? You never know what a person's going through, man. So, you know, just appreciate and always talk to and love your family as much as possible. You know, and if you even see something wrong with somebody or something to lose off, just let them know you love them. Because that could save somebody's life. That could save somebody's life. Just letting them know, like, I'm here for you. I got you. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, we take that for granted until it's too late. Show as much love as possible. You get what I'm saying? And that's my message for today. I mean, stay winning.
There you go. There you go. Beloved. You got TK Bally says, stay, you got work tomorrow. You know what I mean? You got work to do. Don't drink too much. Love you.
Yeah, I do got work. I got work.
I mean, yeah.
Much.
Hey, Staii. Brother, we salute you. And as always, you know, God willing that may Allah wills that I still be alive. We wouldn't, this is not your last time on the show. You already know how we get down. You know what I mean? You know how we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We will have you back, but the next time we're gonna have you back, the weather gonna be warm and we're going outside with you. You know what I mean?
Say that. Say
We're
that.
going outside with you, beloved. You know what I mean? We're gonna do this thing on a different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, beloved, salute you. You know what I mean? The 2-finger peace salute to my bro. You know what I mean? Peace, light, love, and liberation. And stay in contact. Thank you for coming on the show, beloved. Appreciate you and we'll have you back.
All right. Love you too, bro.
You already know.
They winning. Hello?
Hello? Peace, light, love, and liberation to all those who took the initiative to tune in today. Who took the initiative to tune in today. We appreciate you for tuning into tonight's show, for showing the support for Real Talk with Kasim, as well as for our bro, Staii Winnin. And our conclusion, let me say this once again to the family, the Lee family, whose son made a transition yesterday. They lost a loved one. We here at Real Talk with Kasim, we give you our condolences, our prayers, our sympathy goes with you all. The mama, the queen, Miss Tina Lee, we salute you. And let me say this to all those who are tuning in right now and in the replay. And also, you can go on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the notification. Go to Real Talk with Kasim on YouTube. We just started that. We got to get the numbers up on there. But in this life nowadays, and particularly later days and nowadays, you never know when somebody is going through something. You never know. There could be people that's in front of you, people that you see every day, they can smile. And you never know what they're going through, because often at times, like Staii said, you know, we get judged and people want to shut down and not express themselves openly, because often at times you tell one person something that you're thinking that you're telling them in confident and just for that individual to hear. And then they go around the corner, they get a call back saying, yo, I heard you told such and such. And it stops people from wanting to say things to other kings and queens about what it is that they're going through. So let me say this to you. We as a people need to start learning how to respect each other. We as a people need to know how to be loyal to our true self. We need to stop all the bickering. We need to stop all that bull where we talk about one another. The pandemic has done enough, let alone us causing our own demise, or our demise coming at the hand of another brother or sister that look like you and I. It is imperative, it's mandatory that you mind your business. Stop prowling in other people's business. Far as with the rhetoric, with the gossip, talking about each other like as if that's supposed to change something. Just because you don't like somebody, why would you want to encourage other people to not like the person whom it is that you like? And 9 times out of 10, if you went and held the conversation respectfully with that individual who it is that you say you don't like, you'll end up finding out that you have more things in common than you had apart. It is our just it is our just duties as kings and queens to uphold each other. It is our duty as kings and queens. Stop calling our sisters bitches and hoes. Stop calling each other niggas. Its words are spiritual. The things that we say to each other keeps us in the spell. And often at times it can lift us up out of our situation. Because remember, always remember that you are greater and bigger than the circumstances in which you are in right now. I say to let you all know that to every slummy side, God damn it, it is a sunny side. You just got to be willing, and you got to be open to constructive criticism. And always, man, instead of talking about each other, you see a king or you see a queen, you see a brother, sister, instead of not speaking to them or giving them the ugly faces, like the face gonna change something, just say peace. Or if you say hi, you say hello. We know hell is low. But just speak. Speak. How you doing? Even if they don't say nothing back, just say speak. You never know just by speaking to somebody whom it is that you normally don't speak to, or speak to somebody who normally don't hear nothing from an individual who don't know them. You will be amazed now what that can do to a person's day. But we as a people, we listen. You are a king. You are a queen. The only thing that's stopping you from being your own king and being your queen is yourself. I remember once they told me, they said, Kaz, it's only one thing you got to change about yourself. This is when I was running amok. This is when I was doing the things that's not proudly to talk about. Stick-ups, doing drugs, things of that nature. And they said there's one thing you got to change about you. Then there's my uncle Count, may he rise in power. Then he said to me, what is that one thing? And I said that, man, I said all this stuff. He said, no, that ain't it. Think about it, come back tomorrow and let me know what it is. So I'm like, damn, man, what the hell? What's going on? This nigga don't tell me what it is. All right. I waited the next day, was all eager to see him. I went up to him, I said, I know what it is. I gotta change the way I look at people. He said, nah, that ain't it. I said, well, you tell me. He said, well, ask me. I said, what is that one thing I gotta change about myself? He looked at me seriously deep into my face. He said, the one thing that you gotta change about yourself, that's every goddamn thing about you. Your attitudes, your ideas, and your behaviors. And that will get you into your manhood, and it will get you into your womanhood. Sisters, queens, remember, your womanhood is precious. Kings, your manhood is precious. We are not to allow someone because they say something slick on the streets, or in particularly on these social media networks, platforms, that we become out of character with ourselves, that we want to put ourselves in harm's way by causing some harm to that individual. But let me tell you this. Those that are hating on you, those that always got your name in their mouth, those who always got you on their mind, don't you know that they be having you on your mind so much, they be talking about you for so long, that they don't even realize that they starting to mimic you? They don't even know that because they've been mimicking you for so long, that you are inspiring them without them even realizing it. So keep on hating. Keep on hating. But I can guarantee you this. Love outweighs and it outdoes hate. The only thing that I hate is the fact that right now our brothers and sisters can't come together collectively like we supposed to as kings and queens. And my hate, it has a limitation on it to that, because I don't understand that once we wake up and realize that we are kings and we are queens and we start living it out, that'll be our connection. And for all those brothers and sisters who, when you see them young kings and queens with their pants raised down their butt, let me tell you this. Stop talking about that young king and that young queen with their pants off their butt. Stop talking about them. Because if you have conversations with them and you help motivate and uplift their consciousness, once you uplift their consciousness, their pants will already follow. So if you want them young brothers' pants and them young sisters' pants to come on up, raise their consciousness and their pants will follow. Thank you all for tuning in to Real Talk with Kasim. Remember, Real Talk with Kasim comes on every Tuesday from 8 to 9. Contingent upon the information, the energy at the show, we might go above the time. And lately we've been having technical difficulties, but we're here. So please remember, love yourself, trust yourself. Because remember, if you love yourself, you free yourself. And if you free yourself, you see yourself. Peace, light, love, liberation. And remember, if nobody told you that they love you today, then let us at Real Talk with Kasim be the first to tell you, we love you. Peace, light, love, and liberation. Peace, King. Peace, Queen. 2-finger peace salute. And once again, we send all of our positive energy, our prayers and our blessings to the Lee family. The young king, Didi, rising power king.